Welcome back to another video of Games, Denominations, Play. Just like the previous video, we are going to take a look at, laugh at, and critique things that a denomination as a whole says or does, either because it's trying to keep its members in line or the members are trying to keep the leadership in line. Today's topic comes from the subreddit r/LCMS. Just a reminder, LCMS stands for Lutheran Church of Missouri Synod, and it was posted by user ch_EAR. This post was made before Christmas. I apologize for the lateness in getting to this post. Just a brief synopsis before I begin. I want everyone here to know that despite it very possibly being a denomination view, I think in this case it is generally a parishioners holding the denomination captive to practices done in the past. But that is my opinion, and I will let you form your own as I begin reading this post. The title of the post reads, "Are any LCMS churches actually canceling Sunday services?" ? The main body of the post reads as follows. "It's great that everyone is proud they're having Sunday morning services, but it seems like a bit of a straw man." Just for the record, when I recorded this, there were 7 upvotes and 35 comments. As a brief aside, yes, Christmas did happen on a Sunday this past year. In this case, I find it funny that the OP is thinking that this is a straw man for having Christmas Day services versus having Sunday morning services. Now, when I initially read this post, I didn't think that there was a whole lot of debate about the topic of whether or not a church, regardless if it was LCMS Church, Wells Church, Baptist, you name it, whether they would have service on Christmas Day or not, because, let's face it, most churches do. But let's continue reading. The first response comes from user want to know about it, who says, "I mean, ... why are we celebrating Christmas in the first place? ? Who on earth wouldn't want to be on earth on Christmas Day? ? Coincidentally, first response, I think, also qualifies for first award for answer given to a question that was never asked in the first place. Another user, Marsing_ID, says, "Not only are we not as in all caps, canceling my church's service, but we are also having communion." In response to Marsing, user Matrix, spelled Maetryx, says, "Oh yeah? Well, we're having communion and 2 Christmas Eve services on Saturday, but we did cancel Sunday school." Christmas tree emoji, church emoji. Talk about a winner for the award of a competition that wasn't even a competition in the first place. Great. Good for you that you got communion and 2, in all caps, Christmas Eve services on Saturday. I'm so sorry you had to cancel Sunday school. You know how many points that's going to take away from you? The user with, I think, the most iconic name here is user with the name Pretend Offend. He says, "We go to a singular service instead of 2 because everyone leaves town. I am not aware of a church canceling services? ? Is that a thing? ? User mstrawn, spelled the letter MSTRAWN, responds to Pretend Offend, saying, It absolutely is a thing in other churches. Last time Christmas fell on a Sunday, I read an article in the local paper about how nice it was that the local UMC was canceling services so that the pastors could spend time with his family. Offhand, I don't know what UMC stands for, but that is a heartwarming story. I love that story. I personally hope that UMC church continues that tradition for their pastors every year, because pastors are human too, and they deserve time with their families for a day. Not everyone agrees though, as user Pretend Offend replies to M. Strawn saying, "Sad. I feel bad for those who miss out on Christmas Day services." Yeah, you do. And I'm pretty sure that's just you. I'm pretty sure everyone else is looking at that and going, "Aw, so nice that he finally gets a break and he gets to take time off, spend time with his family." I mean, you do know that there's a decline of pastors to replace current pastors, right? And that the current pastors are feeling more stressed than ever. Between the amount of work that is heaped on a pastor's shoulders and the lack of attention that they get concerning their needs should concern anyone, and especially people who are being served by these pastors. In my less than humble opinion, I think a Christmas Eve service is the one service that you should do, and then Christmas Day there should be no services because we should be focusing on what really matters in our lives, which is reconnecting with family. Sometimes that just means getting enough sleep after you've worked enough 12-hour shifts at a local hospital, but that's just my less than humble opinion. Again. M. Strawn replies to Pretend Offend's response saying, "Yeah, especially when you can have family time before, after, and during church. Canceling services for, quote, family time, unquote, is pure idolatry." Marsing_ID responds to M. Strawn saying, "Agree." I don't know which shocks me more, the fact that this statement got 9 upvotes, or that people actually would judge other people. No, I take that back. People would totally judge other people for not showing up on a Sunday, let alone for not showing up on a Christmas Day service. Good grief, man. Some people are so busy with working and paying bills where they just need a day off. And the same goes for pastors. Pastors are so busy looking after other people, being exhausted, getting run ragged, that they need to have time with their families and connect with their families. These are the same people who forget that Jesus took breaks from his ministry and would take time to be with his family and with his apostles, separate from everybody else. He took breaks from teaching and preaching. If Jesus could do that, so can pastors. And actually, I hope that one day pastors are able to get Christmas Day off. You can keep your Christmas Eve services, but let's have Christmas Day be a day off for everyone. I know I'm critical of people, especially pastors and teachers, doing bad shit, and most of all denominations who cover up that bad shit. But I do it because I want denominations to be better. I want pastors to be better. And I want the congregations to enable pastors to be better and to make better decisions. And one of those better decisions is to help encourage a pastor and his family reconnect, especially for one of the busiest times of the year. That's it for today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.